What is going on, everybody? You know, hunting season is upon us, and if you watch the channel long enough, you know during hunting season I trap a lot of hogs.
Oh yeah, them nice hogs.
Come on, baby. Looks like we got bacon. Somebody say bacon? So I was going through the freezer today, realized I had a big old chunk of hog meat in there. I need to make room for some fresh meat getting ready to come in there. And today, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite recipes to cook wild hog meat. You can do it with regular store-bought hog meat as well. But to me, wild hog meat, this is probably by far the best way to cook it, in my opinion. So you just get you a big old chunk of that meat, right? Clean it up nicely. Obviously this has been cleaned before it was stored in the freezer. You're just gonna cut it up into big old chunks. You can leave that big chunk like that, it'll be fine. Gonna need you a nice pan. It's still got some of the bone in it. That's fine. Look at that, beautiful big chunks. Now you can leave the bone in them if that's how you got them. Probably just gonna cook a little bit longer if you do, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing, that's for sure. Alright, so once you get all your meat cut off the bone, if you have a bone, you lay that baby over there. Look, you wanna get you some whole potatoes. I like the red potatoes, you use whichever ones you want. I like to leave the skin on my red potatoes. I'm just gonna cut these rascals in half. Clean them up if you got to. You know how red potatoes can sometimes get. So you got your potatoes. You're gonna get a couple onions. Get these babies ready to go. Get out of here. Now I use by day your sweet onions. You can use regular yellow onions, even the white Spanish onions. We're gonna cut this into quarters. We're gonna have 4 quarters out of each onion. All right, so let's start assembling because we got more vegetables to go in there. Just gonna go and take your favorite seasoning and just go and hit a light coat on the meat in the beginning. Because you're gonna go and place that meat in there first. So we're just gonna hit it with a little light dusting. Okay, I even got some of that Dano's Chipotle. We're just gonna hit a little bit of that on there as well. Give it just a little extra kick. So we're just gonna spread this meat all around in here. We're just gonna place corners in the middle. We don't want it all bunched up together. That way we can just start filling in all these little spaces with some potatoes. We'll put a potato in that corner. I mean an onion in that corner, one in there. I like putting the onions in the corners. I don't know why, but I do. We're gonna come in here with some carrots. Right, just knock the ends off of them. Cut them into however big of pieces you want to eat them. Then you're gonna come in here with these mushrooms. You can use baby bellas or the white mushrooms. These are a little bit smaller ones, so I'm just gonna keep them whole. I know some of you may not like the mushrooms. We're going in with some mushrooms. You just start stacking them babies all in there. Don't be bashful with them. Take you a whole head of that garlic right there. I'm just cutting it up into big chunks. If you want to sit there and dice it, spread it all in there, give it some love, hey, you go right ahead. I just got it into big chunks like this, and we're just gonna scatter it all in that pan right there. Last step, we're gonna come back in with that seasoning. We did a light dusting on the meat before we put it in the pan. We're gonna come back in there and we're gonna hit everything now. There's a lot of meat in this pan, a lot of vegetables. So don't be bashful with the seasoning. Now if you got some fresh thyme, some fresh rosemary, you can throw it right on top of there. I don't have any this go around, I normally do. I'm just gonna grab you some aluminum foil. seal that baby up tight. Now some people ask me, oh, you didn't put no liquid in there. You don't need no liquid. I'm telling you right now, by the time you're done with this pan, this whole pan's gonna be full of liquid. Next step, 250 degrees on your oven, middle rack, no peeking for 6 to 7 hours. If it's bone in, if you left it whole with the bone, you might want to cook it a little bit longer than the 7 hours. So while the pork's going in the oven, I get to clean up my mess. People don't understand the amount of damage wild feral hogs cause every year. Billions and billions of dollars in property damage to these farmers, these cattle ranchers, even just private landowners in general. You plant fields, you plant crops, they go in there, they root it all up, destroy it all. All these rootings they do, digging these holes. These cows go in there, they'll step in them, break a leg. That costs the rancher money. It's important for everybody that can to get out, do their part in trapping these hogs, eradicating them, shooting them, trapping them, whatever you got to do. I do what I can, when I can. If I had some bigger traps, I could do a lot better, but hey, I don't have that kind of money, y'all. Ooh, boy, that smells good. Golly, that smells good. Ooh, that's hot too, son. I want y'all to look at that. Woo, woo. Look at that. Just rake right apart. That's what I'm talking about, son. We about to dig into all this goodness right here. I'm telling you what. Woo, boy, that smells good. I know I done said it 10 times, but I ain't lying. We about to dig in. Ain't a better way to do wild pork. You can do it with your grocery store pork too. But the wild stuff, that's where it's at right now. Y'all come back in here and look, let me show you something. See all them juices? Remember I told you earlier, we don't need no liquid? That pan's half full of its own juices right there. That ain't nothing but gravy, y'all. We're gonna get one of those potatoes. Boy, look at those carrots. Beautiful, beautiful carrots right there. We're gonna jump in here and get some of this meat. Ooh, look at that little wiggle wiggle. Mushrooms, man. Right there. I mean, that is where it's at right there, y'all. Hey, we're about to go in for that taste. I already know it's gonna be good. Look, it's just falling apart right there on the fork. You can just shred it. Yes, sir. That don't need no explanation. I tell you what, it's hot though. But it don't need no explanation. Now you got all them juices in that pan right there. I am gonna go ahead a little bit later on and make a pot of rice. Throw you some rice in the bottom of that bowl. Pour that stuff on top of it. Cover it with some of that good old juice gravy. Son, you're gonna be in heaven. You let the neighbors know you cooking that mess right there, and son, you're gonna make new friends all over the block, I promise you. Alright, y'all, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Hey, get out there, get you some wild hogs. You can even use the store-bought ones as well. I'm not gonna judge you. But if you get those wild ones out there, cook them up like this right here. I'm telling you, it is a winner. That's a pig dinner right there, y'all. So, I appreciate each and every one of you tagging along, watching with me, getting out here, getting on some hogs. Gonna be getting out here, getting on some more before much longer. Hunting season is here upon us. And I'm excited about that. I'm gonna sit here and finish up all this goodness. Probably gonna get in a little bit more. Till next time, y'all take care, and we'll see you.